Hello students, I'm Dr. Meenakshi Mahoor, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Samraji Government College, Manfia, Chittorgarh. So today I'm going to explain the remaining part of the structural organization and functions of bacteria. That is part 2. In my previous lecture, I described structure of bacteria, that is electron microscopic structure of bacterium cell, in which I described capsule, cell wall, plasma membrane, flagella, and pili or fimbriae. Now today I am going to discuss remaining parts, that is cytoplasm, nucleoid, chromosomes, plasmids, ribosomes, and mesosomes. So first, cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is colorless viscous fluid. It is present inside the cell membrane. So cell membrane covers the cytoplasm. All the cell organelles and the inclusions are found floating in the cytoplasmic fluid. Cytoplasmic inclusions or cell inclusions are also known as inclusion bodies. These are small bodies or aggregation of organic acid, organic and inorganic reserve materials, and they are dispersed throughout the cytoplasm. Organic inclusion bodies are glycogen, PHB, that is a polybeta hydroxybutyrate. Glycogen and PHB containing bodies are carbon reservoirs, and they help by providing material for energy production and biosynthesis. Inorganic inclusion bodies contains inorganic reserves like volutin and sulfur. Volutin bodies functions as a reservoir of phosphate molecules. They, they are also known as metachromatic granules. Sulfur bodies are the reservoir of sulfur. They are richly present in the purple photosynthetic bacteria which use hydrogen sulfide as electron donor. So these are cell inclusions or inclusion bodies. Cytoplasm contains protein, lipid, minerals, nucleic acid, glycogen, and water. So function of cytoplasm is to distribute water, oxygen as other substance throughout the cell. All the cellular contents, which includes nucleus, ribosomes, ribosomes, polysomes, uh, and other cell organs are floating in the cytoplasm. Now, nucleate. Nucleate is a region of cytoplasm. Here you can see nucleate. Nucleate is not a membrane-bound nucleus. It is simply an area of cytoplasm where the strands of DNA are found. So, nucleate is the main genome, is the main DNA of genome of bacteria, and it is not surrounded by a distinct nuclear membrane. So, bacterial nucleus is known as nucleate because it lacks nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, and nucleolus. It also lacks stone protein. Nucleate control and direct all the cellular activities and stores hereditary information of cell. Functions of nucleoid is to contain and store hereditary information of the cell and to control all the cell activities. So prokaryotes like bacteria lack a nuclear membrane, and therefore the genetic material lies freely in the cytoplasm, and this is called nucleoid. Nucleoid is also known as genophore. Now, chromosomes and plasmids. Most bacteria have a single circular double stranded DNA chromosome. Few bacteria may also have linear chromosomes. The bacterial DNA is not associated with histone protein, and therefore it is less stable than eukaryotic DNA. DNA doesn't form nucleosome packaging like in eukaryotes. In eukaryote, there is a nucleosome packaging, but in bacteria, this type of nucleosome packing is absent. The DNA molecule is 100 micrometer long usually, and it forms ring-like structure. Some bacteria uh, possess extracellular genetic elements which are made up of DNA, and this cytoplasmic carrier of genetic informations are called plasmids and episomes. So besides the main circular DNA, that is besides the main chromosome, the bacteria may also contain one or more some smaller macromolecules of DNA, which are known as plasmids. Plasmids are therefore extra chromosomal DNA molecule. Plasmid is a circular duplex DNA, and it is not a part of main genome of bacteria. It is not indispensable for the life of bacteria. Plasmid may not be present in some bacteria. Plasmid contain limited and specific genetic information which supplement the genetic information provided by the chromosomal DNA. However, their presence is not essential for the growth of the cell. Plasmids are also very helpful for scientists for their research because they are used as a genetic carrier for transmitting DNA from one cell to another during genetic engineering. Being the smaller in size and not being the part of man bacterial DNA, anyone can isolate or the plasmid can be isolated and manipulated. Replication of plasmid DNA is independent of main DNA. So here you can say this is the plasmid DNA, it is the main chromosomal DNA. Now there is also episomes. Episome is different from plasmid. Episome are also extra chromosomal DNA element. They are similar to plasmid, but they have an ability to get associated with bacterial chromosome reversibly. Episomes have ability to multiply independently. Sex factor or fertility factor, that is F factor in bacteria, is an example of episome. Sex factor, fertility or F factor in bacteria consists of circular DNA molecule. Ordinarily, only one F factor is present per cell. The bacterium which possesses F factor is known as F plus strain or donor, while those bacteria which do not possess the F factor or are called as F minus strain or the recipient bacteria. So during conjugation, only the donor cell, that is F plus strain, can transfer its F factor to a recipient bacterium, that is a F minus strain. And this transfer is independent of chromosomal gene. By receiving the F factor, the F strain may be converted to F plus strain. So conjugation occurs always between F plus and F minus strain. F factor is episomic in nature. It may either remain free in cell or may get attached to the main chromosome of the recipient. So chromosomes, plasmids or episomes, they carries genetic information. The DNA carries DNA genetic information. In some bacteria, the effectors get associated with the bacterial chromosome, and these bacteria are known as HFR strain, that is a high frequency strain. The rate of DNA transfer during genetic recombination, that is in conjugation between HFR strain and a F minus strain, is very high. It is about 10 to raise to power 3 times faster than a normal conjugation between F plus and F minus strain. So it is about plasmids, chromosomes and episomes. Now, ribosomes. Bacterial ribosome is of 70S type. Ribosomes are rounded granules and they are found freely floating in cytoplasm. Ribosomes are known as universal cell organelle because it is found in both bacterial cell and eukaryotic cell. Chemically, the ribosomes are made up of nucleic acids, particularly RNA and protein. In bacteria, you can also see this is a polysome. Polysome is a polyribosome. It is an aggregate of ribosome. Here you can see this is a free ribosome and this is in the form of chain of ribosome, that is a polysome or polyribosome. It is an aggregate of ribosome in association with a single RNA molecule during translation process of protein synthesis. Actually, in eukaryotes, polyribosomes are attached to the surface of rough endoplasmic reticulum and the outer membrane of the nucleus. But in bacteria, they are found free in the cytoplasm. Ribosomes helps in protein synthesis. Now, mesosome. Mesosome, it is a special structure which is formed by extension of plasma membrane. Here you can see plasma membrane. This extension are usually in the form of vesicles, tubules or lamella. So here you can see this is a mesosome sac which is formed by the plasma membrane. Mesosome is a spherical or round sac-like structure and it is commonly found in gram-positive bacteria. The function of mesosome is synthesis of cell wall, DNA replication, distribution of daughter cells, and it is a site for respiration in bacterial cell. So mesosome is a characteristics of bacteria. Here you can see this is the cell wall and here plasma membrane. Outside folding of plasma membrane and it's a mesosome sac. So here you can see this is a mesosome. So today I discussed cytoplasm, then nucleoid, chromosomes. Here are chromosomes. This is a plasmid, and I also discussed episomes. Then ribosome, which is of 70S type. Polyribosome or polysome is also present in bacteria. Then mesosome. It is a characteristic feature of gram-positive bacteria. It is formed by plasma membrane. So it is the structural organization of bacteria. So bacteria comprises of capsule or slime layer, cell wall, and on the basis of cell wall composition, the bacteria may be gram-positive and gram-negative. Then I discussed cell membrane, which is a unit membrane, and then flagella. Flagella comprises of three parts: basal body, hook, and filament. Then pili or fimbriae, which help in mating as well as attachment. Then cytoplasm, nucleoid. Nucleoid is also known as skin, and nucleoid is a nucleus without nucleoid is present in the bacteria and it stores genetic information and it is also known as genophore. Then I discussed chromosome. Chromosome, only one chromosome is present, single circular DNA molecule, and plasmid or extra chromosomal DNA molecule is plasmid. Then episomes are also maybe also present. Sex factor or fertility or F factor is an example of episome. Then I discussed ribosome. Ribosome is of 70S type. Then mesosome, which is the main site for respiration in bacteria. So this is a bacteria structure. Thank you.